Hello and welcome everybody to the latest episode of Unwin from the End Zone with your favorite host, King N.P.V, and welcome to episode 101. It is my 101st episode of Unwin from the End Zone, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we will be recapping some of Monday Night Raw, the return of Roman Reigns, Monday Night Football, and Sunday Football. NFL football is back, baby, and we are in week 4. And I'll be honest, my picks have not been doing good, as you can see. So let's actually start off with football and make our way to the juiciness that is wrestling. I actually even have a clip I'm going to show you guys from an event I went to on Friday with a friend of mine at Oasis Pro Wrestling. We got to see Journey Fatu in action. That is the brother of Jacob Fatu. Why am I having, you know what? I'm tired. It's like 11 o'clock. We still got to do a live. We got to get content out. We are just trying to get our revenue up, get our viewership up, get you guys to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, the first game I had scheduled, or the first game that I actually predicted, was the Niners minus 3.5 over the Jaguars. That was a mistake. We had a lot of, actually, that wasn't a mistake. We should have won that game. Brock had the ball. Brock was driving. Brock fumbled the ball at the end. It was a 4-turnover game. We did not do a good job at all of taking care of that football. And even with the 4 turnovers, we literally had an opportunity at the end to win that game, and we just didn't execute. I don't know if it's on, well, it's 100% on Brock. This game I got to put it on my guy, Brock Purdy, because the defense did its job. Even though we gave up 26 points, the special teams blunder with the kick return being returned for a touchdown, the defense did its job. And what ultimately killed us was the turnovers, right? I want to say Brock was rusty, but I don't know, man. Like, as time progresses, my confidence in Brock, I have to say, has wavered a little bit. He hasn't hit the notes that he once was hitting when he first took the scene, his first 2 years. Last year it was lackluster, and I just hope he's not trying to do too much to overcompensate for the injuries, because Brock needs to play within Kyle's system in order to have the best success. I'm not saying Brock isn't a good quarterback. I'm just saying Brock has a certain way that I think he needs to execute, and because he's not executing and because of the lack of talent that we currently have on the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball, we're just depleted at wide receiver, and honestly, like, now that we got lost Bosa, we haven't been able to pressure the quarterback. So there's a lot of things going on there. And because of those things, I know Brock is in his head trying to do too much. Just breathe in, breathe out. And Kyle, please use Brian Robinson a little bit more. Like, we are trying to have CMC be healthy. There we go. Now, before we get into the next game, I just had to get my thoughts out of on my San Francisco 49ers. Let's actually talk about the Jets versus Dolphins game, and more specifically, let's talk about Tyreek Hill's injury. Tyreek Hill had a catastrophic injury. I don't know if he'll ever be the same after that. He's an older player. I think he's in his how old is Tyreek? I feel he's been in the league 10 years at this point, if not 9 to 10 years. He's been in the league for a while. Um, he's I think in his at yeah, I think he's 30. He's at 30, about to be 30 or near 30, but he's been in the league for a while. And an injury like this to a guy that's supposed to be a speedy wide receiver, it could be devastating. I wouldn't say it's career ending. I think he's going to come back, but I don't think he's going to be the same Tyreek Hill that we've seen over the years. Granted, the Dolphins won that game even without Tyreek Hill, 27-21 function, to be completely honest with you. Um, and the fact that he had the audacity to come out and say that after week one, when we all thought, oh my God, Justin Fields looks amazing. Since week one, it's looked bad. It hasn't even looked decent. It hasn't even looked good. It's looked bad, and it just keeps on getting worse, in my honest opinion. Tua's not horrible. Tua is a good and decent quarterback. Mike McDaniel is a great offensive coordinator or offensive play caller, in my opinion. But I don't know, man. The Dolphins this year, I think they're snake bitten just like the Niners. This entire season, actually, hold on. I know every year there's injuries, of course. I understand that. But this entire year has honestly felt snake bitten. Not just for like my Niners, but for everybody from top to bottom. Tua versus the Jets had two touchdowns, 177 passing yards for 17 completions on 20. So he's averaging 10 yards per pass. Just basically dinking and dunking. Devin Achan did his thing, 20 carries, 99 yards, a touchdown. Tyreek was killing it as a receiver, getting 67 yards. No touchdowns, but until he went out. But I don't know what to make of the Jets. I think the Jets are going to get the number one pick this year, and they might actually draft a decent quarterback next year, or not even a decent quarterback, a rookie quarterback. But we just don't know how those things pan out. Let's not forget Joe Burrow was a number one overall pick, got the team to the Super Bowl, and ever since he got the Bengals to the Super Bowl, it hasn't been the same. The Bengals or Joe Burrow hasn't even been the same. Joe Burrow every single year since then has been injured, gone into the season injured, hasn't made it through the season, has continued to be in recovery. Right now he's out for the year. I don't care what anybody says, he is out for the year. That was a catastrophic injury that he suffered. And yeah, I just think it's sad to see what the Bengals have become. And with the Jets, it's basically the equivalent. When it comes to the Broncos versus the Bengals are just bad. Again, like I said, Joe Burrow not being there, them depending on Jake Browning. That team has lost its spirits. I think they need to trade Trey Hendrickson. I think they need to move off of Trey. Like, if they're not going to sign him to a long-term deal and your quarterback's already out, get some picks for him. And I think the Niners should go out and get Trey Hendrickson. He's available. We're still competing. We cannot get to the quarterback. Trey Hendrickson to the Niners makes a lot of sense. Trey Hendrickson isn't going to renew his contract with the Bengals, and the Bengals are not competing this year. I'm sorry. Jake Browning is not that guy. Even with Jake Browning playing that badly, the Bengals defense, in my honest opinion, played a lot better than what they showed, than what the final score dictated, to be completely honest with you. What was the final score? I forgot. Let's see. Give me a second here. Come on. There we go. Final score was Bengals 3, Broncos 28. But in all honesty, that Bengals defense played really well. It was just Jake Browning kept on going 3-and-out and giving the defense very little time to rest and recover. Overall, it could have been a much worse game. Bo Nix cannot not throw he is accurate at throwing the other team the ball. There's a few things that Bo Nix needs to clean up. I don't care what anybody says. Saw that game. I was not very impressed by Bo Nix, even though they were winning. Like at that point, it was like 21-3 at that point. But the Bengals have Bengals fire sale. Joe Burrow ain't there. Move off Trey Hendrickson. Give him to my Niners. We need him. I'm just being honest. Broncos, they have a shot at making the playoffs. Will they make any noise? I don't think so. The Broncos, in my honest opinion, even though they have a great head coach in Sean Payton, Bo Nix has a lot of development. He's still in that growing phase. I don't think it'll be until next year or his final year of his rookie deal before they extend him to year 4 until we really see Bo Nix and the Broncos really be playoff contenders, in my honest opinion. He's a gunslinger in my honest opinion, but the issue is he throws the other team the ball a little bit too much and very accurately. The Bengals, they're just done. They're done. Jets, they're done. Dolphins, I'll be honest with you, I think they're done too. They might have a chance, but with Tyreek Hill being out, that's a huge loss in my honest opinion because they rely on the cheetah for a lot of things. Yikes. Yeah, they rely on the cheetah for a lot of things. Yeah, they rely on the cheetah for a lot of things. And not having him available, yeah, they can use Jalen Waddle, but you had the threat of Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill together to literally cause havoc and chaos. And even though it hasn't really necessarily been working out, the schedule for the Dolphins hasn't been easy either. And right now would have been a perfect time for them to really recover. We'll see what happens. But I think the Dolphins are done. Let's move on to another game, or the game, Sunday Night Football's game of the Sunday Night Football, which was Packers versus Cowboys, and I actually had the Packers winning and covering. Realistically, my gut was telling me to have to go with the Cowboys to cover at least because of the fact that +6. I think it was, what was it? It was +6.5 on the Cowboys. The score, it was -6 in favor, -6.5 in favor of the Packers. But I just thought the Cowboys weren't going to go out there and lose to Micah Parsons. Come on. Like, with everything that was coming out, Dak had one hell of a game. Micah, they double-teamed him, triple-teamed him. They made sure Micah didn't necessarily eat. I think he got 1 sack, if I'm not mistaken. But other than that, he was basically neutralized, which was incredible. Like, both teams' defenses, like the Micah Parsons trade, might be a little bit overhyped, in my honest opinion. I don't care what anybody says. That Cowboys defense, in my honest opinion, is better because of Kenny Clark, or at least when it comes to stopping the run game. If Micah was there, I don't think that's going to be that significant. Maybe you get a couple more pressures, but it's not going to be a huge impact on a really bad defense. Like, the Cowboys are really bad when it comes to pressuring the quarterback, to stopping the pass. So 40-40, Jordan Love actually played really well. The issue is I don't think Matt LaFleur fully trusts him, and it kind of cost them the game. There was a couple of opportunities where they could have put the nail in the coffin, gotten a couple first downs, maybe gotten a score, and they opted for, I think it was a field goal a couple times, and basically it was 40-40. It ended 40-40. I think Jerry couldn't have, unless it was, I think Jerry would have wanted to win, but realistically he got the second best thing, and that was a tie. Because if he would have lost that game, boy, America and the media would have destroyed him. But it was a tie. Micah was neutralized essentially. The Cowboys put up 40 points on that Packer defense, and that Packer defense was supposed to be stellar. So that Cowboys offense did its job. Packers defense didn't. Cowboys defense, we know it wasn't going to do anything. Moving on to Steelers versus the Vikings. Aaron Rodgers, second team that he owns. If it's not the Bears, it's the Vikings and it's the Lions because he played in the North for Green Bay for such a very, very long time. Um, and yeah, no, he actually what was Rodgers' stat line in this game? Score was 24-21. Carson Wentz played for an injured J.J. McCarthy. Carson Wentz actually had a decent game through the air. However, Carson Wentz threw 2 picks. Excuse me. And struggled in key situations. The score ended up being 24-21 in favor of the Pittsburgh Steelers, who basically dominated the entire game for 3 quarters. It was 21-6 essentially heading into the fourth. And the Vikings with Carson Wentz had a resurgence at the end. Aaron Rodgers doing what he does best, and that's taking care of the football, not taking a lot of sacks. Basically leading those guys in Pittsburgh to this win against Minnesota, especially against a team that he knows very well. Granted, I understand it's not the same coaching organization and they're not playing the same way that they used to play, but come on, guys, it's Aaron Rodgers versus the Minnesota Vikings. In his career, I think he's only lost to them like a handful of times, if I'm not mistaken. So easy money right there, right on the money. Carson Wentz just ain't that guy. There's a reason why he's a backup now. He doesn't get the reps, and coaches just don't believe in him. Let's move on to the Ravens versus the Chiefs, and we'll go back to the last 2 picks here in a second. Lamar Jackson, I think, tapped out in the third quarter due to injuries, if I'm not mistaken. Cooper Rush came in and didn't do much of anything, and Patrick Mahomes ate. And I don't know why I didn't pick this game. I know Patrick against Lamar, he owns him. I just thought this year might be different. And what I learned was easy money will stare you right in the face, and you just got to take it. And that was easy money picks right there, and I didn't take it. That was a mistake on my behalf. And I'm not going to make that mistake twice. I shouldn't doubt Patrick Mahomes, especially right now that his team is getting healthier. Xavier Worthy's back. They also got Tyquan Thornton. They got Marquise Brown. They got a stellar team, deep threat, weapon, deep. They can go long. They got speed at the receiver position, and they're. I understand. Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt is past his prime. I ain't gonna lie. But I still think they have a semblance of a run game or enough of a run game to really be contenders, okay? I said they were going to win the division even if they started 0-2 when I did my predictions earlier, and they're kind of staying true to that. They're a game out of first place after the Chargers blew their game this week against the New York Giants in Jackson Dart, which I saw kind of happening. I don't know why I didn't pick that game either. Usually when it's a new rookie quarterback that nobody's ever seen, nobody has any tape on, they cover. They usually cover because they don't know what's what, and they do what they do, and other teams just don't know what to expect. So that was a mistake on my behalf. But anyway, back to this game. Lamar, I don't know, man. They need to allow Lamar to run more. I understand he had 6 carries for 48 yards before he got hurt. But every time I see them go at, like, Mahomes and Lamar play each other, it's always like, why does Lamar try to out-throw Mahomes? Bro, you're never going to beat Mahomes through the air. Beat him with your legs. That's the best way you can beat Mahomes, in my honest opinion. And that's why he's like 1-5, 1-6 now against Patrick. Because every time he plays him, he wants to be a pocket quarterback, and he doesn't win that way. That's just my opinion. Patrick doing his thing. Travis Kelce showed up, 5 receptions, 48 yards. Xavier Worthy, let's be honest, Patrick's happy. Patrick is ecstatic that Xavier Worthy's back. He's missed him. That's his guy. But yeah, let's move on to the last two picks that I actually have, which was Washington versus Atlanta. I should have gone with Atlanta. Michael Penix is their starting quarterback. Michael Penix, after being embarrassed, and I think they got a 0 burger last week, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't going to allow that to happen again this week. And they came out, they put up 34 points. And even with Marcus Mariota being their starter, the Commanders still managed to put up 27 points. They just didn't score at all in the first quarter. They relied heavily on the run game, using multiple backs to carry the ball, using Marcus a couple of times to just go down there. But Marcus, because of the lack of reps, he doesn't have necessarily the accuracy still there, and he overthrows, underthrows, just doesn't find the right spaces to get it to his players. That's why he's a backup. Michael Penix developing. This is a great sign for him, especially because last week it just wasn't pretty. It was not pretty for Atlanta, I think, last week. I'm pretty sure it was Atlanta last week. But no, good for Atlanta, 34-27. I think Jaden Daniels might be back this week. I should have taken Michael Penix as he's a starter, but I just thought Dan Quinn was going to eat up a first-year starting quarterback with his defense, and I was sadly mistaken. The Commanders looking like the Texans did last year. I'm just saying. And the Texans, for some reason, look even worse this year, even though they got the win this week. I'm just saying. And then let's talk about the last game, which is the New Orleans Saints versus the Buffalo Bills. And guys, I told you that the Saints were going to cover, but the Bills were going to win. And that's ultimately what happened. It was a 15.5-point game. I didn't think the Bills were going to cover that point spread. They usually don't. They'll play a team to blow them out, but blow them out within reason, because they'll take their foot off the gas at the end of the game. And usually the other team will mount some sort of a comeback, air quotes, comeback. They'll get within striking distance. But then they'll run out of time, and it's literally just because the Bills take their foot off the gas, and then when they need to, they'll put the pressure back on them. The Saints scored 19 points. The Bills put up 31. Bills are now 4-0. Spencer Rattler went 18 for 27 for 126 yards. Either the Saints, excuse me. It's going to be either the Saints. Or who was the other team that was 0-0 for a team right now? Why am I missing out on it? I know there's one more team. Oh, Jets. Why did I forget it was the Jets? It's going to be either the Saints or the Jets that get the number 1 overall pick. And you know what sucks? There aren't any quarterbacks this year that really stand out to be that number 1 overall pick. So maybe it's a year that they move down in the draft. Maybe it's a year they go maybe bring in Mac Jones after seeing what he's done with San Francisco. But it's one of those years where when people thought this year was going to be a great QB class, it just hasn't really panned out that way with the college game. Nobody's really standing out. But yeah, the Saints, Spencer Rattler, he's not the answer. He's not the solution. Josh Allen doing his thing like he usually does. 2 touchdowns, 209 passing yards, and carried the ball 7 times for 45 yards and a touchdown. So Josh Allen just be balling day and night. Doesn't matter where. And yeah, with that being said, guys, we will be right back after these messages to talk about WWE Monday Night Raw and the return of Roman Reigns.
Guys, have you heard? Nelson, tell the people.
Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons.
Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
You're watching the latest episode of N1 from the End Zone. Please click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it.
Guys, join me, Alex the Man Angelov, and check out A&A Radio, where we're going to be talking about the latest and greatest financial news, investments, banking, and personal finance. Check out the channel and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area and want the best cut of your life, go check out Headspins Barbershop, located in South San Francisco, the official barbershop of N1 from the End Zone.
Guys, you're watching a Shady Mob production. Make sure to follow the Shady Mob podcast, where we break down all the latest content and talk about life. Please make sure to share, like, comment, and subscribe so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Let's put our ones up. The return of the tribal chief has occurred, ladies and gentlemen. Roman Reigns has come back. And right in time for Crown Jewel. We will see what happens. I don't think it's going to be... You know what I think what I think ultimately happened? I think it'll be the Usos versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed at Crown Jewel, with Roman Reigns being essentially the Usos' wise man, like similar to what Paul Heyman is going to be doing for the Braun squad from the Vision. That's what I think Crown Jewel is going to be, and then we get the big payoff match at Survivor Series with the Vision versus Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, right? That's what I think the storyline is essentially heading to. But no, like, it was a great tornado tag team match. I literally got home from work. First thing I did was put on Monday Night Raw, and I made it just in time for the main event. And the cinematography, guys, I will say I love it. I love Jimmy Uso's expressions in the background while Roman is trying to feed the demon, the devil, go into the dark side. Fuck these people. Fuck these people. Take everything. Jay is just buying into it, and you just see Jimmy in the background just like hating and like, no, Roman. No, Jay, don't do it, no. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful storytelling. I'm kind of invested in Jey Uso finally, like, turning heel. It's due. I don't know if his babyface run, even though it was very over, there's a reason why they took the title off of him after essentially like 2 or 3 months, right? It wasn't because, let's just be honest, Jimmy's the one with the mic skills. Jay don't got that. And for Jay to be the world champion, you have to have mic skills, in my honest opinion, or else you're gonna fall flat on your face. And that's essentially what kind of happened to Jay. His title reign kind of fell flat on its face because he did a poor job of really building up and selling those matches on the mic. And that's something that I guess he never kind of worked on, or he might have just always struggled with. But you can't just keep yelling 4 letters, 1 word, yeet all the time and not really cut a promo when somebody's dismantling you on the mic. And we've seen it happen time and time again, with either Gunther, with Seth Rollins, with anybody he faces. LA Knight and Jay just can't go toe-to-toe. That's why I've never seen him really as a viable single star. Honestly, I think Jimmy should have gotten that push. He's got the mic skills. They got the same exact move set. And I think Jimmy just got more charisma, in my honest opinion. But they decided to give it to Jay, and we saw what happened with Jay. That's just my honest opinion. But no, it's great to see the Tribal Chief come back. Another match that I thought was an instant classic that I loved was Rusev versus Dominic Mysterio. And the match was super entertaining. I'm surprised that Judgment Day didn't get involved. Like, the actual Judgment Day did not get involved in this match at all. We saw literally Dom come out there, actually fight and wrestle Rusev, just doing like the old school babyface Eddie Guerrero gimmick to a fucking T. I swear to God, he is doing a beautiful job with his character and the development and the arc it's actually going into. Dominic Mysterio, guys, there's a reason why he's got 2 belts. He is the future, and I hope he's someday going to become a world champion in the WWE. It's money. He's got the size. He's got the people behind him. He don't even got to be a multi-time champion. Just give him a Eddie Guerrero run. We saw what Eddie did with it. Like, give it to Dom. He got it. He got it. I know he's a AAA Mega Campeon, but he deserves that WWE or World Heavyweight title, in my honest opinion. That match with Rusev, perfectly executed. A lot of key spots were hit perfectly. Dom hit. I love how Dom pays homage to his father when he hits the 619. Like, I understand there's, like, history and he's not supposed to like Ray or whatever, but, yo, everything he does, he pays homage to either Ray, to his uncles, or to or to the luchadors that are legendary luchadors from Mexico. And even though he's a heel, he's a rudo, he's supposed to be hated. Those little subtle things that he does, like, it's a lot of respect for Dom. So that's really cool. And, hey, the finish, the low blow to the roll up to holding the tights to the 1, 2, 3, I thought that was perfect. I thought that was amazing. I really thought that was perfect. And yeah, like, we had the Bailey versus Raquel Rodriguez match. I love the many faces of Bailey storyline. I love how she's having internal struggles with, like, babyface, heel, hugger, and it's awesome. Bailey's pulling off a really hard thing to do and executing it at a very high level, because you got to be low key kind of schizo, low key egotistical to be able to pull off a role like that. And the role model, Bailey, is executing it to a fucking T. My other favorite Japanese soap opera, the Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Kabuki Warrior storyline is flourishing. I won either Survivor Series or Crown Jewel. I wouldn't be surprised if it's in Crown Jewel. But we're gonna see a match, I think a tag team match. And honestly, are they trying to pair Io and Rhea to go after the women's the women's tag team title? I wouldn't be against it. Like, just keep building maybe obscure teams or teams just to feed them into the women's tag team title. Just make it make sense and make the team have good chemistry. That's all we ask for. Make it make sense and make the teams have good chemistry. And if they tag once and it goes well, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Rhea and Io tagging for the women's tag team titles against Alexa and Charlotte, who I think are doing a phenomenal job. Can't wait for the match between Tiffany Stratton and La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer, at Crown Jewel. That's going to be fucking fire from beginning to end. I think Tiffany's going to win. In my honest opinion, it should be Tiffany that beats Stephanie Vaquer, just by the simple fact that Tiffany has been the longest reigning women's world champion for over 200 days. Now, I understand they might give it to Stephanie just because it's going to be her first big title match, or her first, not even a title defense, but it's going to be the first time she's, like, as a champion going into a match, right? So they might want to build her up, even though Tiffany's already been champion for 200 days. Tiffany has the leeway to, like, she could take a loss in this situation, where Stephanie Vaquer, being a new champion and wanting to establish that credibility, probably needs this win a little bit more. So I think Stephanie Vaquer ultimately wins, but I personally think Tiffany Stratton should be the one that goes over, just because of the fact that she's been the face of the women's division for the entire year, at least for the entirety of this year. And she's done a phenomenal job, in my honest opinion. We will be right back after these messages.
Guys, have you heard? Nelson, tell the people.
Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons.
Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
You're watching the latest episode of N1 from the End Zone. Please click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it.
Guys, join me, Alex the Man Angelov, and check out A&A Radio, where we're going to be talking about the latest and greatest financial news, investments, banking, and personal finance. Check out the channel and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area and want the best cut of your life, go check out Headspins Barbershop, located in South San Francisco, the official barbershop of N1 from the End Zone.
Guys, you're watching a Shady Mob production. Make sure to follow the Shady Mob podcast where we break down all the latest content and talk about life. Please make sure to share, like, comment, and subscribe so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's talk about the news coming out, I believe, from the UFC. Basically, give me 1 second here. So, UFC, or not UFC, TKO has announced basically the formation of Zuffa launching in 2026. We are actually going to read this article by written by, I think, UFC. Does it credit the writer? It doesn't say anything. But there's an article here on the UFC website that we're actually going to break down and read that covers the latest announcement. Paramount announces landmark media rights deal with Zuffa Boxing. September 29th, 2025. Paramount, a Skydance Corporation, and TKO Group Holdings, Inc., a premium sports and entertainment company, today announced a long-term media rights agreement in which Paramount Plus will become the exclusive home of Zuffa Boxing throughout the U.S., Canada, and Latin America. Zuffa Boxing is the new professional boxing promotion formed by TKO and leading the entertainment conglomerate Sella. With leadership from UFC President and CEO Dana White. His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, Chairman of the General Entertainment Authority and President of the Saudi Boxing Federation, Sela Manjing. Sorry if I'm botching these names. I just don't know how to pronounce them. And Director and CEO, Dr. Rakan Al-Harthi. And WWE President and TKO Board Member, Nick Khan. A lot of Middle Eastern influence in TKO, I'm not going to lie. Beginning in January 2026, Paramount will exclusively distribute a full slate of Zuffa boxing events, starting with 12 action-packed cards, with plans to grow that number in subsequent years. The bouts will be available via Paramount direct-to-consumer streaming platform Paramount Plus, with the potential for select events to be simulcast on CBS, America's leading broadcast network, and other Paramount platforms. Dana White commented, "I'm excited to bring great boxing events to a global audience. There are millions of boxing fans that will now be able to watch competitive fights with up-and-coming boxers as well as the biggest stars in the sports. Paramount will be the home for UFC and boxing fans to watch the greatest fights in combat sports." His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh said, This partnership with Paramount reinforces our vision to redefine the way viewers consume boxing. More fights, more fight fans will now have access to watch some of the most exciting boxers around. We have seen the proof that the appetite is there. This is the future for live boxing coverage and will ensure the sport continues to thrive. Said, said Cindy Holland, chair of Direct to Consumer for Paramount, a Skydance corporation. Paramount has long been a leader in sports and sports storytelling, and this partnership marks a bold new chapter. Not just for us, but for the future of boxing. It's a partnership that advances several of our core priorities, delivering premium sports to fans, providing audiences with year round marquee live events, and creating long term value through a differentiated must watch portfolio of content. By combining TKO and Zuffa Boxing world class production and promotional capabilities with our subscribers' passion for sports, we are confident we will deliver something truly special to boxing fans through the US, Canada, and Latin America for years to come. Further details about Zuffa Boxing, including fight schedules and the first event to be live streamed on Paramount Plus, will be announced in the months ahead. About Paramount Plus, about Paramount, a Skydance corporation. We know what Paramount is. Nickelodeon, CBS, all the big stuff, right? Movies, all that stuff. But what is Zuffa Boxing? About Zuffa Boxing. Zuffa Boxing is a joint venture between TKO Group Holdings Inc. and Sella, the entertainment conglomerate. TKO serves as managing partner, providing day-to-day operational expertise, management, and oversight of the promotion with executive leadership anchored by UFC President and CEO Dana White and WWE President and TKO board member Nick Khan. The promotion aims to re-image the sports of boxing by evolving the current model to restore the sport's rightful place in the forefront of global sports ecosystem. For more information, follow at Zuffa Boxing on X and at Zuffa Boxing on Snapchat, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. Now, who is Sella? Who is the conglomerate that is partnering with TKO for this venture? Founded in 1997, Sella is a Saudi Arabian company specializing in creating, constructing, and operating unique destinations and recreational experiences across sports, entertainment, culture, and hospitality sectors. Initially recognized as Saudi Arabia's first FIFA recognized athletes representation company, Sella expanded into sports marketing and has since diversified into broader recreational industries. And then we know what TKO is. TKO is a group holdings incorporation. It is a premium sports and entertainment company. Basically, the owners and the daddies, the umbrella company of UFC and WWE and Power Slap and now Zuffa Boxing, and I think a bunch of other stuff too, which is actually really, really big now. Now that we mention it, and yeah, Dana White getting in the boxing business. I'm not surprised. The event with Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez was a major success in my eyes and in my honest opinion. So why not double down on it, right? This is an amazing opportunity for us, the consumers, and for boxing overall to be revived. And thanks to Dana White. Basically, Dana White, anything he really touches kind of turns into gold when it comes to a promotional aspect. He goes all out. He bears no expenses. And now that he has Sella and His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. The pockets are deep. Boxing is coming back. The bags are going to be bigger. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a $1 billion purse here soon because the pockets are deep. We're going to get boxing matches in Saudi Arabia because in those boxing matches are going to be $1 billion. I bet you anything. And yeah, I hope we get to. I think this is actually good because we're gonna probably get some Contender Series. Dana's going to build this thing up. I think he's going to do it the same way that he did the UFC. It's not going to happen overnight, but there's going to be like a boxing contender series. We're going to get invested in these guys. We're going to see these guys grow. We're going to see these guys develop, something that we don't really see in boxing anymore. We're going to get to see that, and we're going to be even more invested, which is going to be a really cool thing for all of us fighting, boxing, wrestling fans, right? We're all invested in this. With that being said, I will be right back to talk about my experience at Oasis Pro Wrestling this past Friday, which was actually pretty fucking lit. I even got a clip to show you guys when we come back from the break.
Guys, have you heard? Nelson, tell the people.
Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons.
Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
You're watching the latest episode of N1 from the End Zone. Please click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it.
Guys, join me, Alex the Man Angelov, and check out A&A Radio, where we're going to be talking about the latest and greatest financial news, investments, banking, and personal finance. Check out the channel and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area and want the best cut of your life, go check out Headspins Barbershop, located in South San Francisco, the official barbershop of N1 from the...
Guys, have you heard? Nelson, tell the people.
Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons.
Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Hey guys, Smacks here. If you guys like gaming, swing over to Twitch, Smacks_TTV, live most nights. Stop by, say hi, drop a follow.
Port City Uncensored. Real talk, real people, minus the trolls. Join us Thursdays at 8 on YouTube, X, and Facebook. From the streets to City Hall, you never know who'll show up or what they'll say next. Welcome to the party, pal. Oh, and pack a lunch.
Guys, join me, Alex the Man Angelov, and check out A&A Radio, where we're going to be talking about the latest and greatest financial news, investments, banking, and personal finance. Check out the channel and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area and want the best cut of your life, go check out Headspins Barbershop, located in South San Francisco, the official barbershop of N1 from the End Zone.
Hey guys, I'm here in Stockton today, and I'm with Donna. We're at this beautiful house in North Stockton, and some lucky buyer is going to be walking away with it. Imagine having a brand new place to live. Donna, somebody's looking for a house. What do they got to do?
Give me a call, and we will get you pre-qualified, look for you a home, and then do the process of closing.
All right, and to get this ball rolling, I know they got to talk to you. How do we get hold of you?
At 209-301-5193 or at dgames@pmc.com.
Guys, you're watching a Shady Mob production. Make sure to follow the Shady Mob podcast, where we break down all the latest content and talk about life. Please make sure to share, like, comment, and subscribe so you can be notified when the latest content drops. You're watching the latest episode of N1 from the End Zone. Please click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So this past Friday, I went to season premiere at Oasis Pro Wrestling, which was actually really cool. It was out in Benicia. I got to see your boy Giga Herrera. My guy right here signed this, Firebelly, Giga Herrera. Go check out his Firebelly sauce. You can find him it at any wrestling event that he is doing. This sauce is fuego, ladies and gentlemen. Go try it out. It's sweet, spicy, and all the right things. it was actually a really fun and really cool event, to be completely honest with you. I actually, before I get into my breakdown, my thoughts, actually my experience, because I'm trying to go to another event here soon with some friends. Let me actually show you what went down.
For the fakeness, if you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help, I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly.
Yeah, so it was fucking lit. I had the time of my life. I took, oh no, well, I wouldn't say the time of my life, but I had a great time. I took my buddy, I call him Dr. Dre, Damon Dre. He was happy. My boy, he turned the fuck up. I ain't gonna lie. He turned up, ladies and gentlemen. He had a great time, pardon my French. And no, it was a great time. Like, literally, so the wrestlers, there was a point where the wrestlers came out. They started huckling everybody, huckling us. And I made some side comment. I'm like, look at your fat ass rolling into the ring. And things escalated. Dude called me out my name. I stood up. Demondre stood up next to me. I got a picture. I'm going to show you guys. Actually, let me try to find that. I'll show you guys a picture next time. But somebody got a picture of Demondre and myself standing up in front of Domino. Shout out to Domino. Shout out to everybody. Everybody at the end of the show, they were so nice, so sweet. But no, we were a part of the show. We became part of the show, which was actually really cool. And honestly, yeah, man, it kind of reawakens, going to these indie events kind of reawakens your passion for wrestling, to be completely honest with you. Because there's times where, like, you watch the mainstream stuff, WWE Monday Night Raw, you watch Friday Night SmackDown, but it doesn't connect or resonate as much as going to some of these indie shows and just being at the, like, very next to the ring and yelling. I'm waiting to see the Oasis Pro Wrestling video episode for season premiere to drop on YouTube, because I want to see if they use the footage of us actually almost getting into it, because I thought it was great. I thought it was fun. And yeah, everybody was super cool. Juicy Finay, go check out his Power Slap match. This upcoming, I think it's this upcoming Saturday, either Friday or Saturday. Go follow Juicy Finau, Finau, Juicy Finau. He is going to be on Power Slap. He's making his debut. He's going to slap the shit out of somebody in the first round, and it's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. He is also, I think, the co-owner of Oasis Pro Wrestling, the same school that Jacob Fatu, WWE superstar Jacob Fatu, taught at. Journey Fatu, his brother, he wrestles there. He was literally in the first clip of the montage that I just showed you guys. And yeah, guys, with that being said, guys, please hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Always remember, desire is power. If you desire to be great, you have the power to be great. Thank you for watching the latest episode of N1 from the End Zone with your favorite host, King N.P.V. I will see y'all's next time, baby.
Guys, have you heard? Nelson, tell the people.
Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons.
Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Hey guys, Smacks here. If you guys like gaming, swing over to Twitch, Smacks_TTV, live most nights. Stop by, say hi, drop a follow.
Port City Uncensored. Real talk, real people, minus the trolls. Join us Thursdays at 8 on YouTube, X, and Facebook. From the streets to City Hall, you never know who'll show up or what they'll say next. Welcome to the party, pal. Oh, and pack a lunch.
Guys, join me, Alex the Man Angelov, and check out A&A Radio, where we're going to be talking about the latest and greatest financial news, investments, banking, and personal finance. Check out the channel and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area and want the best cut of your life, go check out Headspins Barbershop, located in South San Francisco, the official barbershop of N1 from the End Zone.
Hey guys, I'm here in Stockton today, and I'm with Donna. We're at this beautiful house in North Stockton, and some lucky buyer is going to be walking away with it. Imagine having a brand new place to live. Donna, somebody's looking for a house. What do they got to do?
Give me a call, and we will get you pre-qualified, look for you a home, and then do the process of closing.
All right, and to get this ball rolling, I know they got to talk to you. How do we get a hold of you?
At 209-301-5193 or at dgaines@pmc.com.
Guys, you're watching a Shady Mob production. Make sure to follow the Shady Mob podcast, where we break down all the latest content and talk about life. Please make sure to share, like, comment, and subscribe so you can be notified when the latest content drops. You're watching the latest episode of N1 from the End Zone. Please click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it.